Go. The man who was once an MP for Nabdam, Minister and Chief Executive to the National Petroleum Authority, Honorable Moses Asaga. Eyezu. Choboy. Choboy. You know our brother, our neighbor, Honorable Edward Abambire Bawa, MP, Bongo. Eyezu. Eyeza. The most luxurious vehicle in Ghana. The bus that carries everybody. Honorable Samson Chiravra, MP, Bolga Central. Eyezu. Eyeza. Your Excellency, you know Bolga Central is unopposed. We have appreciated the work of our Honorable MP. So much said that this time round we have asked him to go solo. He doesn't need introduction. But right on your right hand side is the Honorable MP for Bolga Central, Honorable Isaac Atongo. Eyezu. Eyezu. Don't forget the first time he went to Parliament, he was adjudged Best MP 2017, Best MP 2018. He has since been the thorn in the flesh of the MPP. Eyezu. He is currently the ranking on finance of Ghana's Parliament. Honorable Isaac Adongo, we appreciate your presence. Eyezu. Bolga East has 2 parliamentary aspirants. We have on our list, and I must say, it's the battle of the doctors. When I wanted to try Bolga East this time, I realized that I had no PAD. So I decided to coil back. Let's welcome Dr. Emmanuel Aberi-Inga. Eyezu is an engineer by profession. Eyezu. Eyeza. This man I'm about to introduce is the senior partner of Ayene and Partners. He is an expert in commercial law. He has been a builder. He has been a transformer. He has been a member of Parliament that has transformed his constituency beyond the imagination of any human being. Eyezu. He is also a doctor. He is a former Deputy Attorney General. Choboy. Choboy. With a rousing welcome, let's see and wave at the Honorable MP, Bolga East, Honorable Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayena. Eyezu is also the chairman of the Subsidiary and Legislation Committee in Parliament. We appreciate your presence, sir. Eyezu, at this point, I would not like to waste more time. I will call on the chairman for Bolga Central and his brother from Bolga East to come and welcome our guests, Chairman Martin and Isaac. Hey! Hey! Eyezu! Eyeza! Yazawabi yazanyure.
Your Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and your campaign team, my hard-working regional chairman and your executives, formal appointees of the ex-Wal Mahama government, constituency executives present, branch executives, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here on behalf of the Bolga Central and Bolga East constituency to perform these tasks on behalf of the entire constituency executives and branch executives. Today is a special day that we have in our midst our former presidential candidate and President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He is not an old face to the Bolga Central constituency, of which on countless occasions he has visited us to perform party activities and play a role as the flag bearer for our great party, NDC. Your Excellency, without wasting my time, I want to say that I have 148 branches in my constituency and 1,360 delegates who will be voting come 13th May 2023. In our last election in 2019, you were 7 candidates. And out of the 7 candidates, you put 96% of the votes coming from Bolga Central constituency, of which the 4% was shared between the 6 other candidates. Your Excellency, out of the 148 branches that we have in our constituency, you scored 144 branches. I want to assure you, Your Excellency, that as you aspire to become the presidential candidate for our great party, my constituency executives with my branch executives would give you an overwhelming endorsement for you to become our presidential candidate and win the next election for us come 2025. The former president, Yeti Amwaya, there's another Tawana, Tarika Akuma Botuma, Tameta Leonala. Getting Miss Swakama, your man Nan told her to you, Amwaya, to the Gala Fiwa, Dickby, Boba Yob Latwa Po, Znadar, Ingala Nerbala Wana, Latikata Sozo, Tiati Boho Zare, Gayaleti, Tomasa Wabi. What in a near get vote to Moho? Get some vote to Moho or that time to yele. Ma branch executives la in Tonala. For more near get be what in sale. Tibame Zoblica Wintanga to vote Lata Bahala. For being what in sale. Tibam me in a type Pevke. Tibatan Zota Tuna Bar Partla. Yo, Miss Waka, my party. Ditila election ditila at the police station. Lamidela seba zikala ozinawa me bati part la di. So mpozo zo unikinari wana to voto yazuto til vote bola. To vote suma suma bo to di yina kalo ho.
Ayaza. So just to continue, Bolga is just a simple message that we are going to send. We are here and I'm here on behalf of Bolga East. The simple message is this: 2019, we made it. We gave John Mahama 97.3%. And 2020, we made it again. Bolga East, we gave John Mahama 72.something%. And as we are here, Bolga East, we are not going to turn any back. John Mahama, the former president, is our father. Because Bolga East, we cannot talk of Bolga East without mentioning our father, John Mahama. He has been the pivot of Bolga East for getting the constituency as Bolga East today. And we are treating ourselves as our father to our former president, John Mahama. So we are here. I'm not going to plead or to pledge, but my constituency branch executives and the constituency executive asked me to pledge to our excellency that this camp 13 May, we are going to give him 100% votes. 100% votes. And this, Ayezu, we are only here to make a formality. After the other people contesting this year, no solidarity, because the others took our 2.something%. It was because of solidarity vote. But this year, we are serious. Everybody have to make serious. And that day, nobody should fall any vote. I'm pleading that nobody should fall any vote. Even if we make a mistake, we will do revoting. We are going to give our father 100%. And we are ready to fight for 2024 to give him overwhelming victory. And we are winning, and we are winning. Thank you very much. God be with you.
Choboy, Eyezu, Eyeza. Yes, Chamazura, I like your last statement. If we find any Walansa ballot paper in the ballot box, we have to bring the soothsayer to find out who is the cause of that ballot paper. Eyezu. You know, the introduction I did was the part 1. I'm now going to do the part 2. Eyezu. Oh, Chief Sofa Zoka. Anyway, it is important we acknowledge the presence of our national vice chairman, Chairman Chief Sofo Azoka. Eyezu. Eyezu. We also have with us, all the way from Greater Accra, the former Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Chairman Ade Koka. Eyezu. He managed President Mahama's campaign in 2019 and he won the elections. He is still the campaign manager. Let's welcome Professor Joshua Alabi. Eyezu. Eyeza. You know, the region has a father. The father of all fathers. The chairman who gave us 14 out of 15. The chairman who intends to give us 15 out of 15. The chairman who is Po and Pa Eyezu. Chairman Bundoza Alhaji Mumuni Bonaba. Eyezu. There's one young lady we have been watching on TV. One has skipped her the first time. People don't introduce her. We are not only going to introduce her, but yesterday we gave her a frafra name. Eyezu. Let's welcome Madam Beatrice Ayimpoka Anan. Eyezu. Eyezu. Oh, Sister Joyce was here. Madam Joyce Bawa Muktari is also here. Just run away. Ayazu, at this point, I would like to call on the landlord, the Honorable MP for Bolga Central, Honorable Isaac Adongo.
John Mama say yeah. John Mama say yeah. John Mama oh yeah. John Mama oh yeah. Ezu. When I say Baomia, or say, he say, Baomia, or say, yeah. Baomia, oh. Baomia, oh. Ayezu. Your Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, the presumptive flag bearer of the NDC in the 2024 elections, the man who is recognized internationally as the next president of the Republic of Ghana. The man who led with dignity and has continued to raise the flag of Ghana. And when you appeared at Chatham House, we, the members of the NDC, knowing what Chatham House represents, were very proud of you because you distinguished yourself. Zina, Tiso John Dramani Mahamala Awana. Maternity 2023 daba election to the Raka Dila. Marani Sam Kulina. Yani wana yinete nwan lebin belin solata le leb na game abote me. Timarani yete enambozi sekala te bo ndaba yi tati hebe. Tie perkete abotu akabotu Ghana mpazi ala seta wana. Eyezu asake ya no latenga wa wana iya wana la yebotlane yakayampa henta de ka tuma ba hage wana ta ya party ya tinta voted la bura ya uma yesela ko ya sande ke ballot paper la Yeminati John Mahama de la number 1. Mbeniame da horike gonglate honambe he ampa habini banyangle yele yata be hayinga ninga yata be tie di ibola enga dele be hia nenara ya kwanya number 1 ko kamle ya halabila tadi ida bora yeti yamaza wa bi yeti vote bola John Mahama. There are some parts in Nere long bini, Nere Concorco la want ya parliament machinta parboy. Ya one saketi vote those in ayo. Timafa farakaya la titapa azian lete ah. Baza vote geba burawa la nonda animbo, but my de kenden la boy. Ya weyako ya sabata pa me anwere fara yikoma. Tiba no ita gete burakana nene kadira bora waya. But my body ibo gela kanare ai te kai de fara yibono asaka nya sala bera kaleve na yawo yako. So Your Excellency, I was just reminding our people that our culture is a culture of humility. And it is difficult for a group of people to gather around one person and leave the others unattended to. So there's a tendency for some of you to arrive there and say, why is it that nobody is voting number 2, number 3? Let me give my own to him, otherwise it's not good. I beg you, this is Roman father. Whether he will get nothing is not your business. Your business is that John Mahama must get 100% of your vote. 100% of your vote. Your Excellency, your story and your competence and your capacity has not been told long enough. We now are at a point where our country has sunk so low. Your Excellency, I just returned from the spring meeting, and Ghana has suddenly found friends in the race to the bottom of the pit. When we mention Sri Lanka, they mention Zambia, and they mention Suriname. I want to leave the room because the next country is Ghana. And Ghana was always cited as example a failed economic management of the world. Your country that you manage with dignity and deliver to the satisfaction of our people is now a mockery of the world. And it is an example of how a rising star can suddenly be at the peril of society. And we need to beg to grow. Your Excellency, being one of those who have worked closely with you over the years, I have never lost the opportunity to remind you of the difficult tasks that lay ahead of you. I have reminded you time and often that even though the task is very Herculean, the NDC is the only political party with the experience, the talent, and the capacity to deal with those challenges. Your Excellency, in 1981 to 1983, Ghana experienced the worst economic meltdown ever happened in our country. We lost our balance of payment, which was in deficit. Our exchange rate is the one that we have seen recently in Zimbabwe. Our inflation could no longer be calculated because in a day, we could have several inflation in a day. It took only the NDC under the leadership of Jerry John Rawlings and some of you to turn the economy around. And when people ask me how His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will turn it around, I tell them where we are is not 10% of 1983 when we dealt with the biggest challenge of this economy. Your Excellency, they said you were incompetent before you went to IMF. Today, they are struggling to be incompetent, but they don't even qualify to be incompetent. Your Excellency, when you decided to go to the IMF as a member of the IMF to seek help, you arrived with a blueprint that the people of Ghana had endorsed, and the IMF only needed to sign it off. You got the IMF bill in record time. Under Dr. Baumia and his people, they have turned an IMF negotiation into a lobbying activity in the hands of one finance minister. No team, only one person going around and lobbying the IMF country national director and lobbying everybody else. Your Excellency, you have a very strong team. I always tell my people that if the experts in NDC were to come out, Isaac Adongo will be at the far back because I am just a letter they sent. Fortunately, those people who served our country so well and sacrificed to do the most difficult tasks are still around you, and I believe that you will find a reservoir of expertise to turn this around and make this a success to the glory of God. Your Excellency, unfortunately, you are tired. You've had a long journey. But I always believe that the story about who John Dramani Mahama is has not been told well enough. At this point in time, your modesty will signal the appropriate appetite for saving and protecting the public purse. I still remember the days that you traveled on international assignment in commercial flight, not because you had to do anything else, but because you thought that the people of Ghana could not afford luxurious air flights. Your Excellency, I still remember the fact that humility comes to you as a matter of course. You don't need to fake it. At this point in time, we need a man of humility, a man of modesty, and a man who has unflinching love for his country. This man has seen it all. He has seen it all. He shouldn't be roaming here. John Mahama can never know poverty till he dies. So why are you still here? Because he loves his country, and we cannot allow this country to fall into the hands of those who speak big English but without any substance. Your Excellency, I would like to see you as the next president of the Republic of Ghana so you can accomplish the task for which you were born to deliver. And I do believe that not only Bolga Central will give you the victory, but the people of Ghana once again would apologize with a resounding victory in 2024. Thank you very much.
ASU, from a brief speech to a full lecture. Thank you very much, Honorable MP. ASU, ASA. Let me say we are also live from Dreams FM 101.9 megahertz and on Max Empire TV and radio in Boku. ASU, at this point I would like to invite his brother from Bolga East, the Honorable MP, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayene.
Eyezu, Eyeza, Eyezuza, Eyezazu. Yes, I'll be as a Yuria, a Kaloya. Tizila, Tiso, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama Zuo. Inga Zuo. Tirela Zina Yeti Kama Yazawabi delegates Lazan Ya Yelin Zina Yeti Kama Maraka Poi Kadapia Lata Dare Aitanya 100% Bolga Central, 100% Bolga East. Mayib ka rongo punto ye tong la za wa ba ya. Ti sandel la kama ti bon la koti. Jaji to manetia. I have nothing more useful to add to what my able brother the Leonard Adongo has said. Geman ze kala yungwaya. Ti kabo koti. En yamia kurjeng. Mahan tarampotere ma otore. So mambo ing selezina la ya. Dasiri eredari ya nankata miele ya. Mami yela menga. Your Excellency, I want to breach protocol a little bit and then do something unusual. I have watched most of the videos as you go around, and this has never been done. I want to invite my brother and comrade in arms, Dr. Emmanuel Aberinga, to come up here with me. Your Excellency, Dr. Aberinga and myself, as young people, were in Notre Dame Minor Seminary together. Don't ask me why the two of us didn't become Catholic priests. Because I won't tell the story. I won't end up telling this. I mean, if I have to tell the story, we will not leave this hall. But when we were in Notre Dame, Emmanuel was very good in mathematics. So he went on to become an engineer. I I was the literature guru, and I went on to become a lawyer. The same as my sister Joyce Bauer, when we were in Damascus, she used to take the prize in literature. But Emmanuel and I today find ourselves in competitive politics. He is now the aspirant for Bolga East with me. Our chairman has already told everyone that we are delivering 100%. Emmanuel and I are committed to the John Mahama project of delivering 100% in Bolga East. However, May 13th is just the beginning of the story of the victory of John Mahama. After giving him the 100% on May 13th, December 7th, 2024, you gathered here are the ones who are going to ensure that he gets an overwhelming victory, as my brother Adongo has indicated. Please, I want a round of applause for that. Your commitment to ensuring that John Mahama returns to power cannot be understated. That is why you are here tonight. And so, my brother Emmanuel, Bolga East, since 2012, we have always delivered very high marks for Mr. President and very high marks for the MP. And since the creation of the constituency, I have been the only MP. What I want us to do tonight is to tell our various supporters that this might be a do or die affair, as our senior brother always says. But it is not a life and death affair. So balalamabo la kama iman supporters la, le man supporters la. Tisam bahe, le dela iman wala beri ngan dio, le dela kurutenga yenin dio. Yawone, tizan wabila antaba, te Bolga East, deliverable John Mahama, get deliverable to parliamentary candidate la. Yahan yeti Mandela kurutenga nera, get tur nabale porintazia. That's a mahan dizuo. Mame handi te Emmanuel nerbaletia. Bamari abering a nerba, get turutazia. That's it, I walk with my young phantom. The Elana Yahankabana branches la point. Bihrazi called Lakinini Wir Tibakan Zuto, Bala to Bolga East Rodi, to John Mahama Purupe, to the parliamentary candidate Lam Purupe. So my Elisela Zinada Atikama Lere to my campaign. Lera Amala Emmanuel campaign wana. Zinadela His Excellency John Dramani Mahama campaign. So balale tonka zoe. Mambo de mpo ya zawabe. Geyele etide titara no yine. Tire ham poho campaign la. Imada yima. Te kabo de tore. Te kabo de zabre. Te me kabo de biribiri. Mane po yele etia. Makabo de nera kit maleb ki MP. Makabot nera polon to my left MP. Makabot nera to ayema to my kurutenga left MP. I believe mambi tikama mayev kalame. Enga me potin rimbala. Tete dikla potin yene duma yene potin dine leti tonenga. Hun sen tanta ige. Tisala to bayira tis cat and blouse. Male ima on yoko. Hoye bin lero humenga. So, mpohi azawabia, mpohnera ho, mamidi mayelisela, zinare John Mahama Davre. So makabodi ntoe, la wana kama ma itla campaign kala. So I think pull his awabia. Get pull him bro and bono and so Emmanuelia. Galen yet today, you know, Engan cannot. I know you know it. It's very difficult to beat the Bolga East Maradona. But put up your best and may the best man win.
This is so lovely. This is so lovely. Please, we can do better than that. It has never happened anywhere. Thank you very much, Dr. Engineer Emmanuel Abiri Inga and Dr. Dominic Ayene Ayezu Ayeza. We are privileged to be joined Ayezu. We are privileged to have our father, the former minister, the former ambassador, Ambassador Donald. I hope you all know him. Donald Atabere Atabre. Ayezu. Your Excellency, this is a special request from our regional chairman that today being the last day, it is important we also introduce his boys, the regional executives, for you to know them. His vice chairman, Abubakari Atongo, is here with us. Ayezu. The other vice chairman, Haruna Isaka, is also here with us. Ayezu, already you know the Medusala, the man who was there with the first general secretary. He retired him. The second general secretary, he retired him. The third general secretary, he retired him. There's now a fourth general secretary, and he shall retire him. Let's welcome Donatus Akamukre. Ayezu, Ayeza. We have our regional election director. Is also Donatus. Donatus Iyaba. Ayezu. We have our regional women organizer, Madam Fozia Abagnama. Her deputy is also present, Madam Mariama Musa. Ayezu. Our Zongo Kwakwas coordinator, Alukuba Salfu. Thank you very much, Alukuba. I have my able deputy, Mr. Benjamin Atwasi, also with us. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I am Jonathan Abdallah Salfu, the Regional Communications Officer. Ayezu. At this point, we will want to invite the father of the region, the chairman, who has promised to give us 15 out of 15. You know, when the MPP elected a lawyer, like President Mahama said, not knowing that he's a station boy, Ayezu, no wonder he came in and got only one seat. Ayezu, they have repeated the station lawyer, and this time he shall get 0 seats. Let's welcome Chairman Alhaji Mumuni Bonaba.
Ayezu, Ayezu. Ayeza. What? Yazano. Ayezu. Zanlati Samla. Late present. John Ramani Mamba. Awana Zanla. Tawana Pussy. Delegates Namla. Don NDC Ruma. Legana Rima. Bama Yeti. Tuluga Shaka to Tumabo Binila. Tuluga la can't find. Yes, Awana. Why is the Tulula Puala? Balata Yeti ya. Inga Kansin Accra. Yeti Trigna Executive La. Tiba King constituency by constituency. Talk about delegates Namla. Inga Minga Yeta Wana. The Tomadol Inga. Ta King constituency by constituency. Talk about delegates Namala. The Warkanga. The Peter Tala down here pie. Tiba Yang vote 100%. Mvombo Inga. Ta Yang King. Nto na amla talwana bo indi silima. Ayezu imitima Mandela delegates, Yama Mandela delegates. Mambotin yeli ati abanti the get that pia sina. Da pia la ti abo Accra ge wunti apais tuman vote la vote ba yinga Kayuluge Volaza de la 100%. Ayezu Yamiti ya vote 100% labo Your Excellency John Ramani Mamala Taking Tat Atona Amla Dankaboy. But ya vote Tanka 100% la MPP Malayati oh Yamayela Yamaming and Baka vote boy at the top 100%. So by it so ya yang suguru that de la pai ya yang vote 100% la mbo John Ramani Mama ta king to na mla boy ti wahala shaka tutuma boying la te yi wahala la puwa ayezu so ma atola de fi but mighty ezele yamano bazugo invite Your Excellency John Ramani Mama Tawana Inga yi Accra wana la Tatan Antoka Sekata Awana Boya la Taliki Boya Tia Wume Inga Menga Nori Ya Tuma Ayezu Your Excellency I just spoke to your delegates. Finish. So the delegates want to hear from your mouth to come and talk to them so that the 30 days they will vote for you to get the 100% of your vote.
Wicked and I never. One day things will get better. They got me found in Ghana, America and Jamaica. And they count my paper, no make credit the haters. Yeah, you want me on it. You know say me love you only. Me love how you wine for me. You kill me when you call me. My heart desire. You are the only one I require. I require forever, forever, forever. You know say I don't go fit take another. Make them talk. I don't go bother. If it no be you, then my paper. Oh yeah, Mahama paper. Oh yeah, frankly paper. Inshallah. Let them alone, cause them allow. While they say, yaro.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we saved the best for the last. This is our last engagement for Upper East, and it's looked like it's turning out the best. So I want to congratulate you, Bolga Central and Bolga East, for this warm welcome you've given. Bolga Central, I mean, he is known as the economist par excellence. And he's the terror of both the vice president and their whole economic management team. And he gave us a good lecture this evening. And then our friend Dominic too, as you know, is a lawyer and he's been Deputy Attorney General before. But I think what I saw today has gladdened my heart because it was so beautiful. I can see that between the two of them, any of them who emerges, they'll both shake hands and they'll come together and work together. So my advice is to the supporters. A lot of the time there's no problem between the leaders. The problem is the supporters. When one candidate has been elected, when the others who supported the losing candidate want to come on board and come and help, the supporters of the winning candidate say, you went and supported engineer, or you went and supported lawyer, you are not part of us. No, we are all part of the NDC and we are part of the victory of Bolga East. So the day we finish the election, whichever of them wins, I want all of us to drop everything and come back together as one. Because Bolga East is important to us. Bolga Central is important to us. NDC, I can assure you, by the grace of God, inshallah, is winning the 2024 election. And we need a healthy majority in Parliament. You all have seen how MPP have destroyed this economy. In order that we should be able to push our programs through, we need a healthy majority in Parliament so that we can work to turn this economy around. And so let us all support each other. Let's be one. And I'm sure that we will deliver both seats. And 2024, NDC is going to come back into office. We were successful as a government because 1, we had vision, 2, we took responsibility, and 3, we built consensus and we consulted. One of the major things that made our entry into the IMF easy was that we did that Senchi Forum. And I've called on this government to open a national dialogue on the economy so that all of us will come together and discuss what the challenges are. Government will open the books and say, this is the true state of the economy. And you have Adongo there. You have all kinds of people there. You have Bokpit there. You have Gachi there. All the economists from our side. And they will share their brains with you how to get us out of this economic mess. And yet they want to do everything themselves. We can also force them. When we did Senchi, we called all the economic experts, we called the students movement, we called the political parties, we called organized labor, everybody. And they all came. It's only MPP that refused to come. And they said any of their members that come to that Senchi Forum will be sanctioned. The only one who had the courage to come and join us was Kwame Pienim. I remember Osafuma, who had accepted to attend. When they threatened to sanction any MPP member who attends, at the last minute he pulled out. But we went, we had a successful forum. We came with a forum report. And at that time we hadn't decided to go to IMF yet. And so the Century Forum report became our homegrown fiscal consolidation policy, we called it. So when we analyzed the economy and realized that we needed a little help from the IMF, it was very easy. We had a document already. And so that was the homegrown fiscal consolidation policy we sent to the IMF. The IMF didn't change anything. The only little change they made was we had recommended 5% central bank financing throughout the program. So they said no, first year 5%, second year 0%, third year 0%. And so in 2016, for the first time in history, we were the government that financed our total budget without one CD from the Bank of Ghana. Without one CD from the Bank of Ghana. You know how much this government owes Bank of Ghana? More than 40 billion cedis. Because since this economic crisis started, they just get Bank of Ghana to print more cedis. And they print more cedis. And they use it to pay contractors, they use it to pay salaries, use it to pay for the bonds that were maturing. And every student of economics knows that when you have too much money in the system chasing too few goods, then you have inflation. And that's why inflation has kept rising and rising to almost 50-something%. And so, managing an economy is not rocket science. It just needs common sense. It's like running your family budget. It's like running your family budget. Every year, you look at how much you have spent. Are you spending more than you are earning? If you are spending more than you are earning, then you have a deficit. And if there's a deficit, you must find money to finance the deficit. And so, if you want your economy to balance, you have to cut expenditure. And so if you are drinking 12 bottles of beer a week, you have to reduce it so that you can save some money so that your revenue and your expenditure will balance. If you have only one job and the money is not enough, you either take a second job or you add some small enterprise that you can manage, like a poultry farm, or you can help your wife to do a bakery so that some extra income will come so that your revenue and your expenditure will balance. That is the economy for you. After Oforiatta took this economy, every year, international capital market, he goes and borrows $3 billion, $4 billion. And these people told him, I don't go and co. Ayine and co. They told him, they said, look, the rate at which you are borrowing is going to come to a time you will not be able to pay these debts. And they said we should just shut up. Today, the reality has caught up with them. We're going around the whole world begging them to forgive us our debts. And at the time, we knew the economy was in trouble. We told them the economy is in trouble. And so you better go to the IMF to get some help. We will not go to the IMF today. We won't go tomorrow. We won't go as long as MPP is in power. They say it's only lazy governments that go to the IMF. And the finance minister said, we won't go to the IMF because Ghana has the resources to be able to stand on its own feet. And I remember that time, economics professor, Bokpin said, you either go to the IMF walking on your own feet, or you'll be carried to the IMF in an ambulance. And truly today, they are not even in an ambulance, they are on a stretcher, knocking on the door of the IMF. We'll get board approval in March, the president announced. No, we'll get in April. No, we'll get in May. I'm telling you, it's not coming in May. IMF board approval is going to come at the end of the second quarter or beginning of the third quarter. And so they should tell the people the truth. But it looks like this tradition just is one of deceiving the people all the time. Like they did in 2016, said we were the incompetent ones and that we don't know how to manage an economy. Look at what they've done to this economy. They've destroyed it. And then they always do not accept responsibility for anything. It's either Mahama did this, Mahama did that. Anytime there's any problem, Mahama. Then when they saw that people were not listening to Mahama again, oh, COVID-19. And then when they saw Ghanaians were not listening to them again, Russia-Ukraine war. Just accept the truth that you borrowed too much, and you didn't borrow for production, you borrowed for consumption. You are using the money to finance the budget, and so you have nothing to show for it. All the infrastructure work we're doing in the Upper East, the E-blocks, the schools, the hospitals, the electricity, the water, the roads, everything has come to a standstill. They've taken the GET fund, gone and mortgaged it, and collected the money to build 16 STEM schools. How many people will benefit from 16 STEM schools? And yet, all the dormitory blocks and things we're building so that we could accommodate more children in the existing schools, because they've mortgaged the GET fund, they can't continue it. NHIL, all of us pay National Health Insurance Levy. Everything you buy, soap, toothpaste, Milo, milk, everything you buy, you pay National Health Insurance Levy. So the free health care you get is not free, because you are paying a tax to earn that free health care. Now when the tax is collected, it's collected by GRA and given to the finance minister. He's supposed to pay that money to National Health Insurance Authority. Do you know that for the last year or so, they've hardly paid National Health Insurance any money? So National Health Insurance also doesn't have money to pay the hospitals. And so the hospitals too, when you come, they know that when they treat you, National Health Insurance won't pay them. So they force you to pay cash. If you say you don't have cash, they'll let you sit down. All they'll do is get your folder, you go and see the doctor, and they won't give you even para. They'll write the prescription for you to go and buy. So our country is in a mess, and they should just accept it, that the country that we handed over to them, they were not able to look after it. They've messed the country up. Everybody is suffering. I mean, how can farmers farm when a bag of fertilizer is 800 cedis? You need about 3 or 4 bags per acre. And so if it's 800 cedis, then you need almost 3,200 cedis for every acre. So let's say your farm is even 10 acres times 3,200. Can you buy fertilizer? Now look at a gallon of fuel. A gallon of fuel in our time was 14 cedis. Today, that same 14 cedis, you get only 1 liter. So if the tractor operator goes to buy diesel, you think he will charge you small plowing fees? The plowing fee will be high. So you can't plow your field. But NDC is going to come and repair all this and make Ghana better again. And so let's look at how we're going to organize for victory, because I can assure you victory is coming. There is the Economic Intelligence Unit. They normally predict what will happen in countries, and part of it is watching the election. Their recent report that came out, the earlier one, they said NDC is likely to win. This one, they have said virtually definitively that they believe that NDC will win the next election. And they said that it will be on the basis of economic mismanagement and poor governance. I just heard the new Press Freedom Index report is out. The last one, Ghana lost 30 places. We went down 30 places. This time again, we've gone down another 10 places. So it shows that even protection of our media and journalists is deteriorating. And so NDC, I believe, will come. We have to work at it. We must not just use their poor governance record and their economic mismanagement to win the election. We must let Ghanaians, we must work to let Ghanaians know that NDC is the only viable alternative to the MPP. And that work is going to be done by you, the branch executives. You are going to go door to door and knock on people's doors and campaign for the party. In all your branches, there's a ballot box, and people vote in those ballot boxes. So you are going to, you, the branch executives, 9 members and your supporters, you go around door to door, knock on their doors, you do health walks, you do all kinds of activities. And I can assure you that we're going to support you to do it. My responsibility is to get you the logistics to be able to do what I'm asking you to do. So I will work hard to get you the t-shirts that you need to wear. When you're going for campaign, you must wear your nice t-shirt. I'll get you the leaflets. The leaflets will show the achievements of NDC and what we're coming to do when we come again. And so when you go and talk to them in their house, you leave them with the leaflet so that they can read and see the pictures of some of what we've done. We'll get you the flags so that when you are riding your motorcycle, you can put the flag there and everybody will see that this is an NDC member. Those of you who have cars, you put it on your car, and when you are driving, everybody will see you are an NDC member. We'll get you the stickers. You can stick it on your motorbike, stick it on your car, and go around. It helps to advertise the party. We'll get you the posters. We'll get you even money. The money you need to do the campaign, we'll get it for you. We'll get bicycles, we'll get motorcycles. We'll give the constituency executives a vehicle so that they can come and visit you from time to time and see how your campaign is going. Even the Aboboya will get the tricycles. Because we can use the tricycles on the election day to move people to the polling stations so that they will go and vote. So everything you need to carry out a successful campaign, it is my responsibility. I'll do it for you. And this time when we bring the things, we are going to share it amongst the constituencies, because we have 275 constituencies and we know how many branches each constituency has. So if it's Bolga East, we know they have 47 branches. If it's Bolga Central, we know you have 148 branches. So we'll share it according to the constituencies. And we're not coming to leave it at the regional headquarters. When we load, it's coming straight to Bolga Central, straight to Bolga East. And on that day when it comes, your parliamentary candidate will be there, your constituency executive will be there. We'll send for 3 of you each from each branch. the chairman, the secretary, the women's organizer. And then when you come, we'll count all the things. There'll be a paper listing what we sent to you. So you check the paper and check the things, make sure it's all correct. Then after that, you share it equally amongst all of you. And then every branch will take theirs, go and meet your other members, and then you share it and start the campaign. And you're not going to work for nothing. To encourage you, we're going to introduce a reward system. One, the constituency that will make sure that it counts its votes early, parliamentary and presidential, and you get your pink sheet at the right time. You submit it to who will tell you to submit it to. And then we'll also give you a number of votes, percentage increase in the votes over 2020 that we want you to achieve. If you achieve that number of votes, you present your pink sheets on time, you finish your counting on time, you make sure there's no hunu in your ballot box. All the 9 members of that branch will receive a handsome reward. And all of you are going to become graduates of our party school. I told you we're going to train you on how to campaign, how to speak, how to dress, everything. We have a party school in Accra. I've spoken to the authorities there, and they've agreed that they will come round the whole country, every constituency, and they will organize training for our branch executives. Because we need you to know what is your role as chairman, so that you don't go and take your secretary's work and do. So that the secretary too doesn't go and take the organizer's work and do. So you'll be trained what your role is. We'll be trained how you should talk to people when you go to campaign. We'll teach you the history of NDC, the ideology of NDC, social democracy, what is it? We'll teach you all those things. We'll teach you how to protect the ballot box, what to look out for during elections. And so all those things will teach you. And when you finish, everybody who attends the training will give you a certificate showing that you graduated from the NDC party school. And so you frame it nicely and go and hang it in your room. One day, if you are looking for something and they question you and say, "But you, are you NDC?" You say, "Look, I'm not only an NDC member, I'm a graduate of the NDC party school." And I've also said, when we come back into office, everything that is good for Ghanaians is also good for our branch executives. We are not going to cut you out. If we are sharing anything that is good for Ghanaians, you will also get your fair share of what we are sharing. So when it comes to signing contract with school feeding caterers, our women's organizers, you too, you will go and do school feeding. If we are recruiting people into the security services, national security, into army, into police, immigration, fire service, prison service, we will come and also recruit our young people, because you also deserve to work in those services. And so everything that is of benefit, we'll make sure that our branch executives to enjoy them. And so NDC is coming to put Ghana back on its feet. And at this time, what we need is experience. And together we've done it before. They came and said we should try them. Try me, try me, try me. And look at what has happened. We don't want trial and error anymore. We want experience to resuscitate this country and make things better for our people. And so I can assure you that we're going to work together. 2024, I said, is a do or die affair. Because we're not going to the Supreme Court. We are going to win the election at the polling station and the collation centers. December 7th, 2024, none of us is going to sleep. We are going to stay awake till the last vote is counted, till the last pink sheet is signed, until we have submitted and transmitted those results, and that we know that NDC has won the election.